My name is Anne McNamara. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I look at all things involved in small town revitalization. And I'm here in the booth of two people who are doing something really interesting. Do you want to say hello and tell us who you are?
Called What the Heck Music and More. I'm a master tech, right? I'm not a luthier yet. But so we basically repair instruments and sell eclectic things like you see down here. Just whatever I find be kind of interesting to find that you wouldn't just find in a regular store, you know?
So the core of the business is the guitar tech work to support local artists. So we have some art pieces, refurnishing or refurbishing old equipment or old furniture, repurposing things. So it is very much the and more in the business too.
Very good. Tell me your journey. You guys are not from Palatka.
No ma'am.
So how did you get here?
Tour.
Yeah. So Shane is a professional musician, and earlier in the year he was going on tour, and so I was joining him on there and helping as manager. And we're up and down the coast, and we were looking for a place to stay, someplace local, centrally located for where he was performing, and Palatka was the central location. So we had an Airbnb here, kind of to help with the night-to-night change of hotels and stuff. It just gave us a central home base to work from.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you are now renting an apartment above and taking a booth down below. So tell me about that. And
Well, we did rent the apartment above because when I met Nathan to come in and buy that really nice little radio, I have to refurbish. It's a beautiful piece. That's what got us talking. That big one right there, right straight in front of you.
oh, this
Yes.
is a radio.
That's a radio.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can open it up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it just needs some love, and so I just haven't got to find the time to do it. So, but we got to talking, and told him a little bit about us, and then he turned out he was a musician. He's a veteran, and we had a great conversation. And then I just had it dawned on me that the shop that I've been wanting to do on my own, because I've worked in guitar shops before, one of my own. I said it's going to start here. I just had this feeling it's going to start here. There's just no way to describe the feeling. You just know that you need to put it there, so you better do it. Mm-hmm. So I had no idea what I was going to do, other than maybe the repair. That was about it.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, we were on a 2-day break. We didn't have any shows, and so we just had some downtime. Like, let's go check out the local scene, maybe catch some antiques or something, and that's how we ended up here. We met Nathan.
And then
He had this open, welcoming environment here. It was a clean shop. The people were friendly, and we got to talking. One thing
we
led
were
to
gone.
another.
Yeah, we were gone for a while there in South Florida playing. We come back and I started putting stuff in the shop. He goes, "Hey, I got an apartment upstairs. You get up there and don't worry about the Airbnb no more." So we rented from him for a few months.
We were there a couple months. Through all of this, so we're on tour. We're recording an album on the road. We decide, why not? Let's start a business. When I went out on the road, I was kind of looking for a place to relocate, but I didn't know where. And we ended up here, and it was like, yeah, this is it. So I sell my home back in Indiana, and we bought a house here just outside of town.
Yeah, sure.
And that's how we got here.
So look at that. Because of Nathan, the setup he has here and the entrepreneurial attitude he has, he brings in somebody who he can help your dream start, month to month rent, gets an apartment upstairs to take the pressure off Airbnb, has a platform to go and look for a house to live in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the bit where it doesn't end up as the perfect thing it could be, because you couldn't find a property here even though you had above average budget. Mm-hmm. What was the problem with the properties?
So it was twofold, really. One was where we are in our lives right now. We're just so very busy touring and with the music career.
At that point,
But
yeah.
we really wanted to find an older home and restore it, a historic home. But we wanted to do some light restoration. We wanted something that was move-in ready, but maybe we could add our own personal touches to it. We could not find anything in town that didn't require extensive remodeling. And so we just didn't have the time available. We ended up finding a place outside of town, which was a new construction. We could move right in, financially awash.
Built
we
a jazz club in
it,
there. It's awesome.
so we just
Yeah,
put our
we did. We
personal
put a stage.
touches on that house. So yeah, we my living room is a jazz club, and it's awesome. But but that we wanted that in an older historic
Exactly.
home, but there was nothing that met our timeline.
So this is a real issue here. The North and South Historic Districts have some of the most beautiful houses.
Yeah,
They're just stunning
we
houses.
love it, and we like even walking up and down the street here.
You can buy a Victorian home for 60 to 72,000 here, but you will spend the same rehabbing it.
Yep.
Or more.
Exactly.
Or more,
Yeah,
but
or
see,
more.
also what kept us, that made us decide we want to be here was not just this business and Nathan. It was also the welcoming we get from a place called Uncorking on Wine down the street over by the, what is that, the Hampton? The Hampton Inn.
On Second
Yeah.
Street there.
We went there one night just to go get a few drinks and hang out for a minute, and then next thing you know, I'm playing there once a month. So I was like, this is great, it's a great little spot. And then we started meeting some more of the community type people, and they treated us better than some of the places I actually live in now, or was living at that point. I was like, this is nice. You come over here, it's a breath of fresh air. You can, it's a nice little town.
Not only were they welcoming, but they let Shane have creative freedom on that stage.
Yep.
They
Oh,
didn't
wow.
say you needed to come in and be this, and
I do
this.
me. Yeah,
They
I
didn't
like
say
it.
this is the music we play here. They said, what do you play? They checked out his website. They checked out his product, and they're like, yeah, come on in. And they've allowed him that freedom to be an artist on stage.
And it's been really nice over there. Also, they do things here a little bit more for, like you were talking about behavioral stuff. Well, they got that store next door that does everything for the domestic violence shelter. We need to bring more awareness to this town on stuff like that,
Yes.
bigger topics. That's another thing we can talk about one day. But a lot of that, I do a lot of that kind of stuff already, and I'm trying to bring more awareness to that. Open people's minds about different types of diversity, and let them know that we're not trying to do a liberal dance around here. And I'm just trying to say, hey, look, let's just open your mind. You still be yourself, but you can't. Things can't be creatively awesome if you don't have an open mind.
Exactly. Well said.
That's cool.
That's
yeah.
really cool. Things cannot be creatively awesome if you don't have an open mind. And when you look at revitalization that have been led by places like SCAD in Savannah, I think that was so quick because they got their head fast. To be fair, I have not looked into that, but I've looked at a lot of revitalization schemes, projects in towns, and I never saw anything move as quickly as Savannah.
Right. Well, they were offering something. I don't remember the tuition thing. There's something they were doing to get people there too. Like there's a building over here that could totally be an art school in a heartbeat. What is that big old thing? It's
like
a
an
huge
old bank or
Was there a
something.
bank?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
good.
could be a satellite.
It could be a-
local-
Guys, thank you so much. That was great, and I'm so pleased that you are, without any manipulation, you guys, Nathan's building came here because of him, came here because of his creativity, stayed here for a while, and are living here. So look at that for ground floor led revitalization. So thank you very much, and best of luck with this business.